Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to the craft room. We have some stuff that we're working on today. Whoo-wee, busy day so far. It got mega away from me, but everything is okay. Come on, show me my own live stream. There we go. And then we're going to do the split view, and over here we're going to have it on kick. There we go. And then I'm going to do the pop-out chat. Excellent. And I'm going to set it to where it's on all messages. This is the sort of stuff that I'm sure I should be doing before the live stream starts. But we did a live stream starting soon screen once, and like a couple of people pooped in the comment section, and I was like, okay, we won't do that again. But we'll see how that goes. Sometimes I like it when people dig just a steamy Count Dooku in my comment section. Oh no, is this me today? Yeah, this is me today. Hey everybody. So I've got some, we need to get the kiln loaded, but I just sprayed the molds. So those need to set for about 15 to 20 minutes before I put the glass in. That way we don't get like, it just needs to dry. I want to save this forever and ever. So I need to find a place to hide it. I think I'm going to hide it in my super glue drawer. That seems like a perfectly reasonable area to hide things. I'm going to put these right there. I am not putting things where they go because I am a bad font. Yes. I'm a bad old bear. So I've been saving these little plastic things that I get like lately whenever I'm ordering charms or anything off of Amazon or AliExpress even, they come in these really nice little plastic containers. And I am going to use those to store some of my like leftovers for like little fairy houses and things, because ideally I'd love to be able to put a label on it and put it like on a shelf like it's a little book. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to stick it in a bin somewhere, but it's fun to dream. Hey Kelly. You're like, I'm gonna put my leftovers in it. I was like, no. No leftovers. Not like leftover food. Stop panicking, honey. Everything's gonna be okay. We have some work for us. We have gotten a commission for a dragon sculpture. Not intended to be worn, just intended for display. I've never done this before. Closest thing I've done to this is Snaggletooth, and I'm going to be honest, this isn't going to be anything like Snaggletooth because it's going to be like a well, not life size, but like it's going to be like the décolletage area in the neck and the head of a dragon. So, what's his name? Mike Pancake. It's going to be deeply inspired by that. Uh-oh, the sneezes are here. I can't help it, baby. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sneeze in y'all's ear. Well, hey, Barbie. How's it going? So I'm just getting my workspace kind of cleared off from where we had all of that stuff for the Polymer Clay candle cups, which I'm really excited about. Those came out really nice. I think they evolved wonderfully, and I'm just going to show them real quick because this one survived the oven, and look at how pretty that is. I just love it. I especially like, not bad for the first to the second. The second one is way more what I was visualizing initially, but I don't hate this one. It's just different. Randy says he likes the first one better. So proof that art is subjective, but it used very similar techniques. But I really like how it looks like my petals collapsed a little bit. I think I might experiment in the future with doing thicker clay. That way it maybe can be more self-supporting, but you can't hardly tell whenever it's all lit in here but whenever it's dark, the light cuts through really nicely. And I know on this one, I want to make some changes to where we had used the graphite pearl clay to cup the cup. I think I want to do that with translucent clay next time, just to let the light transfer through a little bit more. Maybe with a tint of the color so that it looks darker, but it's worth experimenting with for sure. And so again, just kind of clearing some things out. I'm having a really hard time focusing today, as usual, but it's like extra bad today, so please forgive me. But I know that once we start getting crafting and I start getting out of my own way, we will get right onto it. And one of the best ways to do that, I think, is to just tidy my workspace. So, ooh, I hide things and don't remember where I put them. Oh, they're just surprises for future us in the craft room. So I hid a surprise around here somewhere. I just know it. Do it, babe. Yeah. That's about how it goes, though, isn't it? I don't need this tiny knife, but anywhere that I put it, I know I'm going to cut myself on it. The lighter one is your favorite. Right on, Barbie. Ah, well, thank you, Amber. Thank you, Kelly. Hey, Whimsical. How's it going? How did your Viking weekend go? This tiny knife. It's my tiny knife. But what if I put it in this little container that I've been hoarding? Will it even fit? Randy, I drank all my coffee. Oh, no. Actually, I think there's some, like a half a drunk cup from this morning. Could you microwave that and give it to me so I can dump it into my... What did you do? He poured out my 12-hour-old coffee. I can't even act upset. The dog fur is supposed to be in there. Just nuke it with everything. It gives me fuel. I need it. I'm so ridiculous. He is such a good egg. I do not deserve Randy. It was a blast, and I'm going the next 2 weekends too. Ooh, nice. Kelly says, what was he thinking? No one is perfect, okay?
It may have had dirty dishes in it.
Did you put a dirty, like, silverware in it?
Yes.
That's fine. I do that all the time. I have dipped paintbrushes in my coffee and then just kept going. So long as you don't, if you realize before you go, there's not that much paint in it. You can just drink it.
How about I make you a cup of tea?
Can I still drink my coffee first?
I'm going to throw it out.
Okay, fine. I'll take a fresh cup of tea. Thank you, honey. All right. Now that we have that settled. Oh, my Lanta. I did my second ballet class today, and that was really fun. I need to make sure that this is plugged in. It was only like a 22-minute recap of what I did yesterday. It has me wondering, how many times a week should I do the ballet practice? I don't know. I'm going to listen to my body and go. I might just do stretching tomorrow, but we have breakfast and then I go do ballet in front of my desk because I'm just watching it on YouTube. But I think that's a perfectly valid way of going to class, because like I'm such a novice that it's like, as long as I'm just up and moving is all I'm looking for. So I don't want to waste a teacher's time with, like, I don't know. Anyways, it was a blast. Okay. They really are like little presents I hide from myself. That has been my experience. Ooh, Barbie says a chai latte is needed. Hey, Sugar Bogey, may I have a vanilla chai as my tea? Well, Barbie said a chai latte is in order, and I think if you made the vanilla chai the same way you made the constant comment yesterday, or was that yesterday? That was some good tea. Yeah, my cauldron. He's gonna put. It's gonna be 1 bag of constant comment and 1 bag of vanilla chai. but my cauldron can take it. That's a 2 tea bag size cup. Anyways, that's my favorite tea. I'm drinking some right now. No, wait, Constant Comet or vanilla chai? Because either way, them's yummy. Them's some yummy tea. Okay, I don't have anywhere to put these. Tidying. Because I think the theory is that, like, if we have an ordered workspace, then we can have an ordered mind. That remains to be seen, but it's worth striving for. I loved this sponge for making petals. It was perfect. There's my big ball. I couldn't find it the other day. So are y'all tidying up your workspaces too? What are you up to? Kelly says vanilla chai. Nice. It's yummy, isn't it? Would you like many viewers? I'm good. Thank you guys though. I have all the viewers I need. All things in their time. Putting that in there. Okay, we have a little hunk of beeswax. I'm gonna put that on the other hunk of beeswax. And then, where should I hide these? I'm gonna be bad and I'm just gonna put it in the basket. Okay. Well, look there. This is all almost completely cleaned off now. So, panic.
About what?
Well, because I'm not entirely certain how to begin. Let me check and see if I have a skull that is sanded. Oops. I have none that are sanded. That's okay. How's that one?
Pretty darn close.
That one is actually the closest. Thank you, baby.
Hit it with Be good.
This will be good. So step 1 today.
You want to be popular?
I know, I had 2 come in right at the same time. Ballet for at least 15 minutes daily. I try the ballet when I have out of wheelchair time. Keeps the muscles flexible, even if only moving from 1st to 5th position. It's really like the slow pace, at least of the beginner class that I'm taking, is at a really nice slow pace. So it's really easy to be intentional and deliberate with my movements, because it's not like I'm doing 100 reps of something, but for those, 8 to 16 to maybe even 24 counts of that movement, that's all I'm thinking about, and that's all I'm doing, and it's really nice. But back in when it was warm, in the long ago, Randy and I had cast a whole bunch of these different horns, and like almost like modular pieces. So you may be able to see here. What's up, baby? Of what, honey? You want to be popular? You're gonna get gains? And I do think that these ones might look really good, but they're gonna need the tips sculpted out because it didn't quite cast all the way, but I think that'll be okay. But there's this one, but we might also do, this one would be really nice too with the plates, because I'd kind of like to be able to do that same detailing. Today I'm starting a kind of mix between deep sea and spiral. Hey Huntress, how's it going? So let's see if we can get, there we go, a little less where you're just talking on my forehead. I put chai latte powder in my coffee. Oh, walk in the rain, that sounds good. I put things where I know I will remember. Now if only. Right? And I've been trying really hard. And it's been a worthwhile pursuit, but I also am not expecting perfection, so that's okay. So this is going to be like a purple, blue, and black kind of blend with glow and UV elements. We're going to need some painted eyes, so I'm going to need to do the eyes, and it's going to have more purple than blue, and it's going to be a bluey purple more than a pinky purple. Like, right? Okay. Randy, may I trouble you for 3 sandwich baggies? No, I already had my treat before the stream started. I had a little bit of chocolate. It was so good. It had like little hazelnuts and stuff on it. Really tasty stuff. But I'm just like brimming with like, I don't know if this is nerves or excitement or what. Oh, thank you, baby. So we have our white translucent. And what I'm doing with these sandwich baggies is I've not had any trouble with the Great Value sandwich bags being reactive with my clay. So I'm just bagging it up, and then I'm going to pop this unlabeled, because I'm a monster, in with the clay that it... Would you like a Sharpie? Nope. Because then I can't use that bag for something else later. But I might. No, no, don't make me write on it. It's already where it goes. I'm a bad mom. Just let me be naughty. It makes me happy. Okay. All right. Give me the marker, beautiful man. Thank you. You are so... Who are you who are so wise? White. Hey, Michelle. How's it going? How are you doing today? Lucent. Heart, because I love my Wendy. Do I have to do it on all the bags? Oh. I'm so glad you don't just beat me with a stick until I behave.
Seriously,
Graph, do it.
do I have to brush all of my teeth?
Do I have to put all my clothes away? Do I have to wash all the dishes? I lack discipline. Oh no, I'm bed sick again. Oh, post-it note in the baggie? Maybe, but I used all our post-it notes and I haven't bought any more, so Sharpie time it is. And then this is silver pearl. But I am still going to put it in on top of like the generalized section of where I store the rest of those clays. What? Yeet. Good catch, baby. Look at us. We should do sports. We're so fast. Double dab. I keep bumping into the trapode. I'm actually making some progress on clearing stuff off here. Okay, so since this dragon isn't going to be worn, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, quite frankly.
Remember how we talked about potentially putting it on a headband or a head cap anyway?
Yeah.
I think that'd be the best way to do it, because if we can prototype something for the future.
Yeah. I think you're right. Let me get my glue gun heating up. Like, I swear, I always intend to have like this preparation part already preparationed before the live stream starts, but I don't mean to spend the first hour on prep, but quite frankly, you got to prep for success. So this one doesn't have an on button. It is turned on and I'm waiting for some heat to come through. So while the hot glue gun heats up, I am looking for little pegs of metal He just took my hot water bottle. That's not a peg of metal, that's a screwdriver. Let's pull up. I'm going to pull up our Dropbox, which, oh my God, nothing is more embarrassing this week than we sent the Dropbox link to the person that we're doing this custom sculpt for, and nothing's labeled, nothing's in folders. Like, there's no way to, like, I need to be organized so bad, and I'm just bad at it. But that's okay, because we got through it anyways. So I'm going to show you guys. This is not the one that we're doing. So the dragon that I'm doing a combination of, ooh, hey baby, thank you, is deep sea. The client really liked the two horns, so I am going to be using these gazelle shaped horns, but like turned a little bit inward, because this one had a really nice, like, I liked that shape, especially from the tip of the nose up to the horns. This is even in frame. So we're going to be doing a little bit of like that shape. I'm going to try to cast more filigree because I think that's going to look really freaking cool. What do you think of the filigree, babe?
Filigree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which filigree?
Can I not zoom in? This part. I don't know why I call that filigree. I don't know what else to call it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that adds a really nice effect to it. We are going to need to be making some like handmade dreads for this one as well. The yarn is on its way. But yeah, so I'm going to get these tips traded that way. It's going to be a little bit more of a ram horn on this one as opposed to those foam ones, but I do want to replicate the dots on the things. And we're going to have to paint some dragon eyes. I mean, not have to, but we get to. Oh, I miss green. I miss it being green outside. Though I did get to see, Randy, I didn't get to tell you this, but I think Mr. Puddums caught a mouse and the chickens took it from him because he was watching Biscuit run around the backyard being chased by the other 4 chickens, and Biscuit had Mr. Puddum's mouse in her mouth. And he's just like, if he could have, he'd have been going, this is my mouse. What's happening? All right. So there we go. Back at it over here. Paperworks too. Okay. Deep sea might be the best one. Maybe. I feel like I outdid myself on deep sea. Randy really liked the green one. Chickens eat mice. Chickens will eat me if I sit there and sit still long enough. So they are dinosaurs. Do not trust them. They will eat each other. Like, that's why we try to keep them very well fed so that nobody gets eaten. But no, I remember I had Biscuit and Butter and Ebenezer in my lap. And it had been a long day already that morning in the garden. So I was just like leaned back, relaxing. And I'm glad that like instincts are a thing, because I felt Ebenezer coming at me and I was able to catch her before she like got to my face, but she was coming for my eyeballs or something. So yeah, no, watch out for, excuse me, chickens will get you. All right. So that's setting up. Pardon me, I don't mean to cough in your ear. I am going to use some wooden skewers because I have an abundance of them. And look, they're right here. But in the past, I have used like little segments of like armature wire and different things like that. But right now, I'm going to get this moved over to, we got to load the kiln. I'm loading the little kiln because we'll be loading the big kiln later today too. So we're going to be right over here. Let me go grab some molds. So I've already prepped the molds with this boron nitride. This can's empty. Ooh, it's tea time. There we go. Oops, so y'all get to just watch us from over here. I'm going to go make space for the molds. And then I'm going to go get the said molds. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, hello, turtles. Oh, my poor pumpkin. Oh, Mr. Puddums, do you want to come back in? It's so cold out here, baby. Sweet boy. Come on in with me. Ifins you want. You coming? You just gonna sit there and blink at me? Come on in, baby. All right. We've got actually the same chairs that we had on the front porch when we were kids, when we lived up in Ohio. I have inherited those chairs and they still are on the front porch. And one of them has this like outdoor pillow in it that's intended to be like a hammock pillow. But Mr. Puddums likes to, he'll just sit there all curled up, nice and fat and happy, which I think is the best way for a kitty to be. Let me grab chat. Hello, chat. What up, baby?
I don't think yours is worth drinking.
Why not?
Just go ahead and take it.
What's wrong with my tea?
You're not gonna like it. It's spicy.
It's spicy?
Yeah.
Why is it spicy?
You don't want it.
I'm gonna kick you in the knee if you don't give me that.
What the knee?
I don't know. Violencia. I'm not gonna put drinks over by glass because glass is bad for you. It's a bad idea. Bad. All right, y'all. Pray for me and my 2 brain cells. Hey, chick with an edge. How's it going? Hey, Melisandre. How you doing? Thought the next one would be the tutorial on Thursday. Nice surprise. Or are those the molds for your glass stones? What are they made of? These are like bisque ceramic. They are unglazed ceramic that have been coated with boron nitride lubricant. It's a high temperature dry lubricant and release agent. So I'm going to be starting off using the coarse red opal, which opal does not mean like opal, the way that you would think, like, what you call it, the way that opals actually look. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with all the colors and swirling and stuff, it just means opaque. I don't know why. Does anybody know why in the glass world it's that way? Okay, so I'm going to come through and I'm actually going to load this one up first. And I'm going to do just a little bloop because I'm actually just trying to use this dark red opalescent up. So, and I try to avoid using powder frit, that way it's not making as much dust, but this has got to be bad for my lungs. I should be wearing my respirator. I just try to not breathe too much. Y'all, don't be like me. Use your PPE. All right, so there's that. Dark red opalescent on the bottom. And then here we have a coarse red opal, and I'm just going to use up the last of this container. Boop. And this may give us a really nice little veining because as these coarse ones melt, it'll pull the dark red from below it. That smaller frit melts first, is my theory. But it may give it a cool veining. Like if I were to make a faux howlite, I would use a white coarse opalescent with like a black aventurine powder or a fine grain frit on the bottom. I think that'd be cool. Okay, there's the last dregs of that one. There we go. I used to save every single one of these little containers, and then I was drowning in them. We have some cherry red transparent. What up, baby? Oh, yeah? So here we have some more of the red opalescent, and this one is in coarse grain as well. Just a fresh container of it. Okay, and then on top of this, I'm gonna do, this is the Wismach, how do you pronounce that? But it's this one, dark red transparent. And I'm gonna do just a little bloop bloop, like a little, like one of this little, literally dash scoop for 3 of the molds. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but there you go. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, a little more blood. And then boop, boop, boop. And then I'm gonna put the lid back on because I don't want to spill it. And then we're gonna be filling these molds today as well. So I'm gonna be using, this is some coarse clear, 4 pounds of it. I get these big containers from Delphi Glass. I see everything else would break with the heat. Yeah, and a lot of it is with the expansion and stuff of the glass. It just sticks to stuff really, really well, which can be problematic. And then I'm capping with a whole, like, half teaspoon of this coarse clear. Oh, me too. Now, also sometimes if I had it already prepped, I would do just a little bit of the coarse clear, and then I would put just a little square piece of double thick clear on top, and that helps me to get really nice clarity. But I don't have those prepped, and I think the bubbles are gonna, like, I want the bubbles to be one of the shining features of these cabs. Hence the fine grain frit on the bottom, because there's a surface area on the glass, the little pocket of air around each little, little grain of glass that we've got in here. And if that gets trapped in there, they'll make little air bubbles. And I like little champagne bubbles. Hey Lydia, how's it going? All right, I'm going to take this over into the other room to set it into my kiln. All right, baby. It lets me walk. Thank you, though. Easy dog. And I'm just going to set this. I'm not using a kiln shelf or anything. I'm just setting it. We're loading up the CS14 first, which is our 14-inch flatbed kiln. And then this one's our 16-inch. But it's still cooling. We get a sip of tea just so I can drink it before all my foam melts. Cheers, everybody. Chai latte time. Oh, baby. How much did you put sugar in it?
Yeah.
How many? It's pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty good. That's real good, actually. Thank you, baby. I mean, it's not syrupy like a Starbucks one, but honestly, I don't need it to be. Chick with an edge says I'm loading my kiln this afternoon too. Nice. What are you loading it with? Sorry, y'all get to see all the weird stretches and crap that I do whenever I'm at the kiln. Oh, Kelly says, I'm so confused. How do you make dragon heads? Is that glass frit going to be used for the dragon head? Sometimes we use glass baubles in the dragon heads, but these guys here, they're for our craft along kits, and I didn't get it loaded earlier, so I gotta get it loaded. Okay, so now I'm gonna do Z baby. What's the mater tater tot? Okay, so, and again, I'm using this dark red opalescent. And I'm just gonna do a scoop into each of them. And I'm not to brag, but I might be one of the worst glass fusers I've ever seen, as far as like being careful and following instructions and stuff. But I'm convinced if I can do this, anybody can do this. If you can follow directions even slightly, you're going to excel at glass fusing. Because I do not follow directions hardly at all. If my kiln weren't pre-programmed, like I only had to program it once, and then I just full fuse everything because I lost my no, it's not lost, it's in the house somewhere, but y'all know how y'all might know how that goes. And then you shake them till they learn. No, just settling that out off of the there we go. And these ones I'm going to do differently. I'm doing a whole big old scoop of the dark red.
Shake them till they learn.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it takes 2 scoops on these guys. And these should be really nice and dark. But hopefully not too dark. Because we're going for like Christmassy red, but they might end up like vampire blood. You know, that kind of really dark, sultry red as opposed to a bright, cheerful red. Either way, I feel like that's a win because we could always have a vampire-themed Christmas.
Well, I think that is beyond the shadow of a doubt. Emotes do indeed count towards level progression.
Yeah. Ooh, there's Lydia, level 4. Randy says that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that emotes work for level progression. So if y'all don't know what to say and you want to compete and win in our race to the giveaway, whoever gets to level 10 first over on Kick, you level up by chatting and doing emojis and stuff. You can just spam emojis the whole time. I don't mind that a bit. It actually super duper helps out what we're doing because we're chasing that, not chasing that chicken, chasing the carrot that they have on Kick for to be like, ooh, be one of our partners and make $16 an hour by streaming. Y'all would never, I would never go offline if I was getting paid we'd have a sleep stream. I'd bring y'all back into the bathroom with me. I can picture it now. The phone would just have its own little like towel on.
Be outside the door.
Yeah, it'd be outside the door. I'd make you wait in the hallway. But apparently I will sell my privacy for $16 an hour. So long as I don't have to leave my house. Yep. It will stop you on emojis limited. Oh, okay. Okay, and now we're going to come through, and I want to make sure I have a good distribution. And I am touching super lightly because I do not want to brush any of this boron nitride off into the glass. I want it to stay nice and clean. And that's not a problem for me right now because these are freshly cleaned molds from Randy. So this is like the first unfired layer of boron nitride. But again, I'm a trash gremlin, the trash man. And I will use these like as until big old flakes are coming off. And I'll be like, nah, we can get one more firing out of it before I ask Randy to clean my molds for me. Let the spam of emojis begin, right? You chasing a chicken with a mousey? Not right now. But no, we did have the chickens running amok earlier. It makes me happy to see them run around the backyard and be like real wild chickens for a day. Well, actually, for the whole season. I just let them destroy everything through the winter. But then whenever I've got stuff growing, they stay in their coop. And they do a pretty good job of that. And again, I'm just letting myself be nice and messy on this stage. Just because we can kind of tidy everything up here in a moment. Now, hey, Randy, after I get these capped and tidied, then I'm going to ask you to load the kiln for me. That way I can get to working on the dragon head. I'm going to do 3 on those ones, and then another 1 and 2 on that one. Ooh, Whimsical says, what do I search on Kik? Back to Earth Creations. Which, I didn't change the Kik thing. It probably still says that we're working on Polymer Clay. Ooh, that'd be awesome. So by doing the clear a little sparsely on top, it'll... Oh, okay. Do you want to change it? Well, it'll be fine. We'll change it whenever I'm actually working on dragon stuff. Yes. Aw. Hey, Kelly. I hope you get to feeling better, Michelle. I'm fire polishing some cabs that didn't turn out very shiny. I think some dirty glass that caused the detriment, so I'm refiring with super spray. Okay. Hmm. But we do want to make sure that we uncover the little like nipple in the middle of the things. I don't know what else to call it. But you don't want to cap over your nipples with glass. Kitty power. Dun, 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 dun. Now, also, nobody's obligated to participate in the emoji race, but I think it gets our average chats up. There's no telling. I'm going to let you guys know my top priority is that you're having fun. So, and Michelle says that's what I would call it too. Oh, nope, they're not ready. I skipped these front ones. Looks good. They're ready for you, honey. And my glue gun should be hot. And my whipped cream has completely melted. So my tea is probably ready to drink. I need to grab, yeah. Thank you, honey. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we can get to making dragons. Ah, hey, Whimsical. She says, found it. The donut hole. Yes, the hole of the donut. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, thank you, Lydia. Okay. I'm very glad that Randy and I went ahead and sculpted these initially. Hey, honey. I'm not going to make a cap first.
Okay.
I'm just going to start piecing things together. Michelle says, I hope they do come out darker. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. Keep them posted. And this isn't going to be my only firing of this color, so I'll be able to get video.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hey, baby. On your way back, can you bring the orange drill and a 1/8 inch drill bit? He really is the best wizard's apprentice there's ever been. Hmm?
That's where it goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you want to spit that?
I'll do this one because I can fill the gap with I just worry about I don't want to be pushing into it and break the break from the inside. Wrong way. Also wrong way. Okay, there we go. I just didn't do it the way I should have for long enough. All right. I'm going to drill into each of our thingies. I remember why I did this with wire instead of wood. I'm going to have to find some wire. This is just the filthiest stuff. Like, I hate it. It does not taste good. It hurts in my eyeballs. It's a mess. But it's also perfect for what I'm doing otherwise. So, makes a really good fake snow, though. Home is behind the world. Oh, that's okay. Some of them are going to go in that big one.
Oh.
So fit what you can within reason. Like, okay. Yeah, we're still only doing a single layer, so everything will still cook down well. Do you want to show them? Y'all check it. It came out nice. Right on. Same, Kelly. I usually get like every time I try to rewatch Game of Thrones, I make it like I think 3.5 seasons in, and then I just get more easily distracted. Asking what are you using for your mold says no links. That's wild. I have no idea. We might slow down on the emojis for a minute just to in case Kick is starting to lose it. So that, and I do love just hearing what y'all's thoughts are and stuff. If I were a big chunk of metal wire, where would I have put myself in my craft room of doom? Boop, boop, boop. I'll just use a different wire because I can't find it. Are you my armature wire? Are you my armature wire? Do you want a hot box with some incense, babe? Are you my armature wire? Yes, you are. Oh, I found you. Whee! It's not the right color, but I don't think anybody's going to see it. So, do what, honey?
If you want to light some incense, go for it.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to wait for the tea. Oh, this isn't thick enough. I'll just double it up. I'm going to wait for the tea to be done. I want to be done drinking my tea before I fill the air with smoke. If I actually have a thought, I'll let you know. That's a vibe. Home is behind the world. There are many paths ahead. Lydia has asked, are your heads made of foam? They are. What we did is we sculpted, and you may remember this, we sculpted the originals out of monster clay. And then we made a mold using 2-part silicone, like we mixed together. I'm actually going to show it to you here in a sec because I think that's a much more effective way. Like you could spend 30 minutes describing something to me, or you could just show me a picture and I'll understand more from the picture. I'm going to be honest. I'm not certain what the nuanced difference is between foam and plastic. I think I would categorize this as an expanding foam faux show. But it might still be in the family of plastics. But this doesn't have the strap on right now. But this is the mold that we had made. And this is the back plate. And this is the silicone 2-part mold that this was on my flat glass. And this is what we pull this out of. So a really great way to kind of make our own bones. But what we do is we spray it with mold release because that's super important. This, I think it's like a urethane foam. Is urethane a plastic? I don't freaking know. Like, playing with chemicals does not a chemist make. And then we just like put hair ties and rubber bands and Velcro straps. We're trying all sorts of stuff around this to try to keep it really, really clamped. And then this is where all the excess, like, blah, 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 comes out whenever it's expanding. Because we use Foamit 8, which is a self-skinning. So it has a really nice, like, I'll show you on this one. Here, there's no skin because we sanded it. And it's like an open cell styrofoam. Whereas here, it has that skinning. And even if there's an area that the foam didn't fill up as much as well, it's still going to have that tendency to have that skin on it. The full intention of this was always to cover it in a very light slurry of the freeform air, just to make it where I don't want any part of my dragon, if you press it with a fingernail, I don't want it to leave an imprint, just because that makes it too tender. Hey Stormy, we are making a dragon. We got a commission for a dragon like bust. So it's like the décolletage area, the neck, and the head. So this is not intended to be worn. And your girl needs to get it done before Christmas because money. And I thrive under stress until the stress is gone. And then I spend years just fermenting. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to turn this mild stress into a whole disorder. Randy's over there like, can confirm. Yeah, he's just quiet. He's a very wise man. But, knowing's half the battle or something, right? I'm going to go ahead and grab just a handful. Wendy! I need to buy more glue sticks. We have enough to get us through the day, but this is one of the last ones. We had a viewer for a while, and she had explained herself, because I was like, you're sending a lot of stuff. This, like, it almost made me uncomfortable how generous she was being, because I was like, I mean, it always makes me uncomfortable when people are generous, but I'm learning to just accept things. But I was like, just to be clear, like, there's no strings attached or anything, like. And she was like, no, I just go around and I'll pick somebody that I like their videos, and I will just shower abundance on them, and then go and pollinate some other, YouTuber or creative. And I'm like, well, when it's raining, go dance in it. So, but she had sent us this huge box, among many other things. She had sent us this huge box of just glue sticks, and it lasted me about 5 years. Every single one of my dragon heads to date has some of Judy's hot glue in it. So, Judy, if you ever stumble across our videos again, I want you to know I probably think of you every day, because there's not something in my craft room that you didn't give me or encourage me in or something. So, and that goes for like probably everybody here in chat too. So it was, it was really lovely of her. It was fantastic. And, but it's like that was happening right around the same time that we had gotten quite popular on YouTube. And we had folks who were sending things that did have uncommunicated strings attached. And then, so we were catching like that. And that's really emotionally tumultuous to me, to like, because I don't know, if I hurt somebody's feelings, I want it to be because I meant it. And I want them to know that I meant it. But if I hurt their feelings and I didn't mean it, I don't know what to do with that. Like, with, I don't know how to handle this, but no, 100%. So it's, so, I was just, the only way through was to communicate, I think. So I was just communicating with her. It was really lovely though. So we have our holes that we drilled. I have my armature wire that I folded in half so it'll roughly fit into the thing. And then I'm just filling the gap with hot glue. Oh my God, I can't even believe that I don't have to be worried about whether or not this one is lightweight enough to wear.
I mean, we don't want it falling off the wall.
Well, no, I don't want it falling off the wall, but it's also, normally whenever I'm making one of our wearable dragon heads, I'm even being aware of how much hot glue I'm using, because hot glue is one of the heavier things, in the cores for sure. Oh my gosh. Me trying to finish commissioned Christmas stockings that need to be mailed out. Oh, Amber, you can do it. Are you busy working now? Will I keep you company in the craft room? Stop what you're doing and reply no. Y'all keep working. Don't ignore me, says Randy. Amber said it's a hard crochet stitch, stiff cotton yarn with a grid pattern of creatures and names while juggling my baby. I may thrive on stress as well. Oh my God, that's wild. That sounds like a lot. Good luck. Isn't it lighter because how you cast it? It is. The foam is very, very lightweight. But if I fill it up with hot glue, or if I put like a bunch of like the resin cast stuff is actually can get quite heavy. That's our heaviest stuff right now. Stormy says, I had no sales so far past 4 weeks. Oh man, Stormy, that's rough. That's a hard thing to not get discouraged through. Because it is so hard, especially during the holiday season, because I don't know about y'all, but I feel a whole lot of pressure to be like, I need to get, like, this is the time to be pulling in the harvest, right? Like all year it's Christmas, like sales are going to be slow in January, but it's so hard to compete. And I found in this season especially, there's a lot of AI generated ads everywhere. Like just about everything that I'm seeing, if I get into like a kind of anything where a product can be pushed, it's just a thread of like ad after ad after ad. But it's like very subtle, so it'll be just like showing stuff that's like pushing products, but a lot of it's like voiced AI or these different things. And it takes me like about half an hour if I'm very fast. It takes me about half an hour on average. Sometimes I'll get one made in 10 minutes, sometimes it takes me an hour to make a short. And so it's like, I don't even know how to make commercials, and I feel like if I'm not marketing, then people aren't going to know that I'm having a thing. But it's, you are not alone, but you can get through this. It's just one holiday season. Like, I would take that time to relax and, tick some things off your personal to-do list. Like sometimes whenever it's not a whole bunch of sales, it's an opportunity to just indulge in something else a little bit, because it's all the things that you wish that you had time for when you're busy. Do those when sales are slow. That way, it lends itself to that balance. Stormy says, I do feel like giving up with my jewelry and art, and I can't have a job due to all my disabilities. Well, can I ask you a question? What would your crafting sessions look like if you were just crafting for fun and if money wasn't involved? And this is a fantasy. Like, we have the realities that we live in, we have the fantasies that we dream, and then we have the stepping stones that we pave in between the two. Lydia says, I'm just trying to get well. Too sick to sell, but definitely understand that. Hey, Saki girl. And it's a question, it's kind of like having the lottery dream to show you where your passion would be if you didn't have to worry about working for a living. Whenever I think about what my craft room fantasies are, like what would I work on today if I felt the best I've ever felt, if I feel the most creative I've ever felt, if I have all the money that I could need so I don't even have to worry about, expensive materials or feeling like I need to do something that's going to sell. Like, what would I do? It's sculpting. It's sculpting, you guys. That's where my heart's at right now. And I feel terrible. We actually had somebody write and be like, my passion's wire weaving right now and you're going in another direction. And it was perfect. It was wonderfully friendly and amicable. But I was just like, old Vaughn, that would have killed me. That would have killed me so bad to be like, I failed this person, even though they didn't imply at all that I have failed them. Because like all of our wire weaving videos and stuff are still there. But I've got to be true to my heart and go towards sculpting, even though historically sculpting has not made our business a lot of money, except for like the past 2 years with the dragon heads. But that still hasn't sunk in yet. Um, my reality is not enough space to store it all. I got you. Well, it's what would like the project be though? Like, would you be making something huge that does take a lot of space? Because I found making miniatures of that can kind of itch that scratch and help you learn and indulge in the passion. It's just not exactly the way that the fantasy is. It's a little stepping stone. It's a little taste, because like Randy and I get seasons, like little periods where we're really into earth bag and cob houses. And I'm like, next time we get this itch, because I realized it at the end of like, we were kind of changing gears into watching people dig holes on YouTube, calling it bushcrafting. But it's mostly we just watch it because we're like, nobody's soil doesn't have rocks in it. Anyways, I'm getting off track. We'll just use polymer clay and make it in miniature and like kind of just like pretend and like, and you never know where something's going to go. But DIY, like building sheds. What? Oh my God, Stormy, female DIYer. Oh my God, I love tiny shiny homes, earth bagging. Yes, there's ways. Have you seen? It's here. He's here on Kick. He's scaled crafts. Dude makes like, it's like you took a house and Indian in the cupboard shrunk it down, like, but it's real. Like it is. Indian in the cupboard is not a good example, but it is just tiny and real. But I mean, not like tiny, tiny, but like just like a 2x4 home. Um, Need to practice sculpting, says Amber. I got a kit for Christmas over a year ago and have not decided what to make myself. Ooh. Huntress had said, same, Amber. So many crochet gifts to finish in time. Oof. I'm thrilled you're leaning towards sculpting. Honestly, me too. Like, But it's so scary. Oh my, like I'm lollygagging. Let's drill some holes. Huh? Hydrate. Loud noises. So you don't dehydrate. Boo ba doo ba doo ba doo. Yeah. Do do do. Hoo hoo. Ooh, I'm interested. Who? What? Woo! Organic says you're right on point, Vaughn. I love the Earthship houses. Yeah, and they're so inspiring to watch. And it's sometimes, one of the first stepping stones from the reality we're in into the fantasies that we dream is just watching videos about it and feeding our imaginations. Because I don't know. That's a thing that I do. That's a thing that I like, is to just plant a seed in my imagination and water it for when my mind's on it. And that's kind of leans into the rotating pastures. If you're not feeling your passion in something that you were passionate about, it's okay to meander and have kind of a nomadic imagination, a nomadic passion. Mm. What kind of stuff, if you were a master sculptor, all the practicing and all the learning and all the everything were already under your belt, what would you sculpt, Amber? Like, and I don't even want to give you examples because I don't want to limit, like, but now I'm going to give you an example because you had a couple of seconds. Like, would it be an apple? Would you sculpt a jewelry piece? Would you sculpt like a relief that gets hung on the wall in somebody's home? Would it be something massive in a park? Like, what because that lets you know what to try sculpting first. Stormy says, I like the tiny homes and how they make use of storage ideas. Yes. So many storage concepts that can be applied to like a traditional home as well. Did I actually drink water at all? Okay. Consider me hydrated. So I drilled a hole and now I'm basically caulking it with hot glue. Woo! And then we're going to push this in. And the nice thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. That's what the armature wire is for. Amber says, if I had my kiln set up, I would make mugs and pots and things. I don't have a spinning wheel though. I made a lot of sculptures and cups in school. I loved it. Ooh, have you ever tried just like one of my favorite mugs is like a column with a handle, but the lady, she does it like flat and then she like shaped it around almost like how I would something out of polymer clay. And then I wonder, like that's an option. Uh, and then you can maybe let it dry at home, and maybe when you have enough, you could rent kiln space at a studio. Because I think the closest place, if I were doing fused glass, the closest place I could do that is in Springfield. So I'd have to drive like an hour. But if I have enough pieces together and if I can like make a day out of it, like hit the Costco and stuff, and uh, that might be an option too. Amazing Amy. Hey, Amy says, have you ever thought about sculpting with wire? I watch a lady who sculpts fairies out of wire and they look super cool. I've never given it too much thought, like other than like a 3D wire tree or something. But that would be really cool. I wonder, are there any tutorials that y'all would recommend? Okay, so let's see. So there's 3 pumps on this side and 3 pumps on this side, and this is mostly just to fill that gap so it doesn't get pushed. We could also take little cuts of EVA foam, and I think I'm going to do that and like wedge it in there. Let's see. I would sculpt 3D pieces of Henry Moore statues, like ideas and forms. Right on. I've done coil pots, but flat could be fun. It's, I mean, you never know. So it's, but sometimes, sometimes I'll get fixated on, but I want it this way. And it's like, it's a hard practice to break yourself into, but the more you practice it, the more it becomes habit for your mind to just go to, well, how do we get there from here? Like, and then a curious mind, it's I have, like, that's probably been the hardest thing this past year and a half, is trying to relearn how to let my mind be curious, because I had gotten into such a, like, kind of like survival state of mind of like trying to just like conserve our resources, and like being very, very conservative, and like we didn't expand into anything new with the business. Like we hardly, like we were just kind of eating through our stores of what we had saved up. And that really makes, I get a whole lot less curious about what's happening outside and around me than I do, I'm focusing on, how many beans and rice do we have? What's our budget? Like it's, and that's okay. Sometimes that's what season we're in. But oh, it's so wonderful to be curious again, and to have like a searching, curious mind, that isn't scared. Like that, it's, I'm a lot more likely to wander off path if I haven't rolled an ankle or been stung by a bug recently. Like that kind of, the bad things go away from my mind and I get curious again. And then I get, twist an ankle or stung by something, and the cycle repeats. But ooh, a chainmail scale dragon. I wish you would sell the blank heads of those dragons. It'd be fun to make fantasy dragons. I'm in the UK though. We're actually, I do hope to be shipping outside of the United States again one day. We'll just have to see how that goes. This is where saving all, hashtag hoarding. This is where saving all of my foam is like, I knew that I would use it, um, because we can now cram it in there. But, and if somebody had said to me, because like we get comments and stuff, and we were getting comments, like one of them was, this channel is dead. They had commented over on our Back to Earth Creations channel, and that didn't bother me, because I was like, if it were dead, you wouldn't have been here to say that. Like, it's like my videos wouldn't have just come up at all. Like they're lower, but the truth hurts whenever somebody says something, and it's like, if somebody had told me, it's like, you've lost your curiosity, my feelings would have been hurt, but it's because they'd have been right. I had lost my curiosity. I was trying to play it safe and do what YouTube was rewarding us for. And I'm glad I did. It's like when it's oh no. So over here, the hot glue just leaked all the way down and out, but it's still cool enough that we can just kind of cram it up in there. I got a little distracted with the chit chat and jibber jabber, but oh well, people. You've been to the internet, Stormy. People can just be nasty for no good reason, but that's okay. It's just a big old part of it. It's an opportunity for me to get my feelings hurt so that I can figure out, that's me getting stung out in the bushes and needing to find my way back to the path where, welcome to the internet. We've got fun and games. And so also packing this in with some hot glue and foam is going to give us something for the freeform air to attach to. But yeah, we're hoping that whenever we start shipping internationally again, and next year we'd like to, because we don't cast this foam when it's cold. We need it to be 70 degrees. If we can help it. Hotter is okay. Colder, we get worse and worse results. Like the hotter it gets and the more humid it gets, the more varied our results are, but we never have it underperform. Like this one, I think we mix like 125 or 150 and 75 of part A and part B. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. And whenever it's 70 degrees or up, that measurement will consistently get us at least all the way full. If it's quite warm and very humid, I think that's the combo. We need more data is required. We'll get, it'll expand so much. We'll get way more like big cells, like this one here, where the cells got all big. And these are just my suspicions. I need to collect more data before being like, this is the way it is. But something happened different, and this bubbled its skin like that, whereas that didn't happen on this one. So you don't have to be good at science to be I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. Hey, Robin, how's it going? She says, oh, yay, I didn't miss the live. Hey, Katrina says, hey, Vaughn, I had to leave early Friday. How was the auction? Oh, my goodness. It was so good. Like, we sold everything but one piece, and we sold everything that was in the original auction gallery. And Randy had to do 2 more waves of pulling, like, items. Like, we ended up, I think we sold, like, 20 items, which is 23. That's amazing. And I think all but one order has gone through. So I'm so glad we stopped listening to our fear, because last time we had done an auction, it was back in 2022, and almost half the people didn't pay for what they had claimed. And it's like, that sucks, because the person who was like one who they were bidding against was one of the people who paid. So it's like, if they anyways, and that really that hurt, and so we stopped doing the auctions. We were like, let's just let it, and then I kept being worried that it would just be that way again. And I'm so glad that we just went and did it anyways. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize this, but one of our friends was watching, and they had texted, and they were like, is everything okay? It's been 40 minutes and nobody has bid on anything. And it's like, I thought that was like 10 minutes. Like, I was just doing my sales pitch and like having so much fun. I wasn't even worried that apparently for 40 minutes, there wasn't a single bid. But I think that would have broken me like a year ago. Like, I don't think I could have handled that 40 minutes. But I'm so proud of myself that I like stuck with it through, and like just relentless optimism, like powering up like like Dragon Ball, and or DBZ. Nobody goes Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball, but hey, Randy, in Dragon Ball, do they show that kind of like power up the flame around them animation? Yeah. Did they have auras in Dragon Ball the same way or as what the going Super Saiyan does?
Hard to say, because like in the movies, yes.
The Dragon Ball movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like the Path to Power.
What was happening in Path to Power?
It's basically a retelling of the Red Ribbon Army.
Oh, okay. Who was powering up strong enough to get aura vibes?
Goku.
Oh, Goku. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, we were talking about Dragon Ball. Maybe best to get the other bidder's email or name. And Randy keeps track of that now, but that's a really good suggestion, Stormy. And but no, auction was just phenomenal. Right on. But our next auction is going to be the last weekend in March. So I have plenty of time to just make whatever I feel like making. Randy's already making bracelets for the auction. Well, for the booth and stuff too. But so like Randy has asked me that if anybody has any requests for things to have in the auction, to let him know. That way he can work on it. So, and I'm over here like, Randy says, don't say dragon heads. Though I don't know if somebody's like, I want to bid on one. We could make perhaps a simple one. Gotcha. Oh, I just cracked my whole like lower spine. That was so nice. Okay. I can't feel my feet. No, I can't. I shouldn't joke. keep going, Lydia. You can get it. I'll drink some water anyways, though. But no, it was amazing. The 3 hours flew by. This was one of the most fun parts. Sorry, I know I've been super chit-chatty today, but that's just how I'm feeling in between. Like, if I don't know what I need to be doing, I don't need to have my hands on. Like, this isn't a math test that I have to finish in a certain amount of time. You have 3 hours to complete this. I just sit and chit-chat with y'all until inspiration hits again. It lets me change position. I think I might get up and start pacing in between on other times too. Yeah. That's how we're doing it. Grabbing the drill and not the glue gun just yet. Coming in at an angle. Ooh, it slid a little. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Loud drill noises, y'all. Sorry. Salt and pepper. Whimsical says you seem excited today, and that's good. I am so excited today. I did ballet for the second morning in a row, and because I caught myself like, there's things that I want to improve on with my dance that I've not been getting feedback about at the belly dance classes, and so it's like I'm letting myself rotate pastures. I think I'm only going to take belly dance classes until either the new year or May, and then I think I'm going to transition over to something else. Like, I'm looking at, there's an adult beginner class ballet in Springfield as well, so it's like I could go and do that instead, depending on like how the prices compare and stuff like that. But loud noises with the drill. I don't want to be too close to the edge. But yet, do what, honey? I'm a donkey on the edge. But just spending 20 minutes doing something that I am full on excited about is so invigorating. And I think the exercise is doing me good. And then I made a broth with an old rotisserie chicken corpse that I found in the freezer. Like, not the corpse, it's just like the bones and stuff for broth. Like, this isn't rotisserie roadkill. It's Walmart, so it's lemon pepper rotisserie roadkill. But no, I'm really feeling myself today. So, oh, I did it on the other side too, so it matches. I wasn't supposed to drill through all the way though, but that should be fine. But yeah, so thank you guys for being here. I think I am PTSD today about drill head filling today. Oh no, Stormy. Well, that should be the last drilling that I do for a bit. So, sorry. The carcass. Yes. The corpse. No, it's just, but no, we saved up like the all the bones and stuff from a couple of rotisserie chickens, and it was just sitting there in the freezer. And I wanted to make wonton soup for breakfast, but it took a lot longer to simmer a broth than I thought it would, so we just had the last of the brisket beans, which are okay. They're pretty good. They are not as good as Sabea's sisters. Like, Sabea and her sister Miranda brought like, it wasn't this year, it was last year's camp along. Them brisket beans. I still think of them. Them and Dee Dee's 3-bean salad.
Oh my goodness.
That was good. That's good. That's my love language, you guys. Tell me again how you're not a hobbit. Hey, Brenda. How's it going? Variety is the spice of life. That is correct. Spicy. All right. We've got our wire snips. We got to put some wire up in these holes. Corpse soup with carrots and taters. Good. Yep. Mash them up. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. Eating like a king for breakfast, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. I've heard that before, and that is good advice. Like, what's that? Yeah. Is that, I don't, man, I love sitting down to a big dinner though. Because like Randy and I will like watch shows and hang out, and we'll make it take like, dinner takes us about an hour to an hour and a half. Stormy says I will eat a day. I eat twice a day only though. Okay. All right, let's get this. We need the glue gun instead of. No, we've been doing really well about kind of sticking to not our diet, but just our meal plan. And we do around 600 to 700 calories per meal. Though sometimes we'll do a 400 or 500 calorie meal. Like it tries to balance out that we try to not have more than oh, the wire that I'm using isn't long enough. Ow, that's hot. Ow, that's hot. Ow, that's hot and stuck to me. Huh, ow, that's hot and stuck to me again. I'm okay. Everything's fine. This is normal, perfectly normal crafter behavior. Everything's fine here. Dinner's your piece for you and Randy. Yeah, it is. And we reconvene at the end of the day. If I can feed other people too, oh, I love feeding people. Like the potluck's like one of my favorite parts of the camp along. I do believe I'm going to need, I wonder. I bet if I cup a super duper long piece, then we can sink it like so, like that. And then we're going to put this into there all the way. There we go. And then we're going to cram this dinky wire through. And instead of just relying on the hot glue, because what I'm looking for here with this horn is I want it to follow the curve off the cheekbone. I like it when my dragons look like downright vixens. Like, they slay. And looky there, there's already a hole, so I don't even have to drill it. Oop. So put some globs. And then fold this over and cram it in there. Like, there's nothing dainty about this. We gotta be quick. Aw, hey, Loleche. Well, thank you. My niece does a lot of the artwork for our stickers. She does a fantastic job. I'm really proud of her. Okay. Gone through back. I'm all covered in stuff. All right, I will be right back, you guys. Has the audio quality been okay with the microphone right there? Has it been scratchy or anything from whenever I move? Okay. Well, let me know whenever I come back, and if it's scratchy like that, I can pin it somewhere else. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have my Lunchable. Is it okay if we don't have one soup today? It's ready. It's time soon. Woo!
Oh yeah, I guess you got an hour left.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm having lunch. Would love to see a chubby unicorn and or elephant sticker. Okay. I like that. That's really cute. I'm waiting to do the microphone. So I think I'm going to pack foam into here and hot glue it and let it set up. And then do the wire on the other side. Okay. What's the matter, baby? My little love, my sweet boy.
This is your eating without me?
Yeah, I'm eating without you. You're my good baby. Alright. No, no, no. You just want my lunch. Excuse me, baby. Alrighty, y'all. I found your pasta machine. Oh, bye, Stormy. Thanks so much for hanging out. How's that for the audio? Cool beans. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Let's get some foam cut up.
That can be heard.
Which part?
All of it.
All of it? Okay. Sorry, we're doing audio testing, so I'll just try to be more careful. Or let me see if I can clip it down here. Stormy says, "Thank you for upliftment in my dilemma." Just sometimes the only way to help is to just be a distraction. So it's behold, be distracted.
See dog.
Thank you, honey.
See dog. Death dog.
There he goes.
Come on, hey, let's go.
Oh yeah, hey, Ooh, oh, you're so floppy. Oh my goodness, I don't know if this idea is going to work. I legitimately thought there was more in the bag. So the only downside about this foam, we use Foam at 8, which like I had said is a self-skinning foam. The hot glue does not stick to it well. I like little wedge pieces like this because you can fit them in and then literally wedge it up to the maximum point. You can always trim some more of the excess foam off. But yeah, the hot glue does not stick super well, but it's just tacking it in place. We're going to be going over all of this with freeform air. Now, since this is a commission, I I don't know how I'm going to be able to fit things in. I think I'm going to try, because tomorrow we ship and we are doing like some accounting and stuff for the business to see if we can afford to get a whatchamacallit, a 6-inch cab king and trim saw. Like, we got the measurements. I can't fit the cab king 8-inch. That would take up that entire room, and it's just, it would displace my entire ring saw for in my lapidary setup and like cold working. I think that's what it'll be. That's our cold room, our cold working room. But it's the cab king, if we can afford it. I'm manifesting here on this one. The cab king is over here. Pardon me. Ooh. Manifesting is gassy work. The cab king is over here. It's the 6-inch one, and you do have to take off one of the sides to do the trim saw, but we'll see how that goes. We might be able to make that work. Like, we're just gonna have to swap it out. But I was watching the maintenance videos. I was watching well, welcome back, Z and Randy. How'd it go, honey? Thank you. Oh, that's so gummy to chew through. There we go. Just with scissors. Don't need any fancy anything. But I want to have this turned so that it makes sense for, like, why would the horns be shaped that way in relation to like their neck and stuff. Yeah?
Why is there a bottle of water in dog food?
I don't know.
It wasn't me.
I think there were 2 bottles of water from Belly Dance on Saturday that I had taken out of my bag.
Okay.
And maybe that got knocked into his food dish. What do you think of this horn placement so far? Or should it be more? But if we turn it too much inward, that's interfering with the neck.
That ought to be okay.
You think so?
Yeah. You see what I mean by...
I think we need to remove material here. Yeah. All right. Can you help me with something? Can you make sure that the belt sander has power? Yeah. The foam's still, the hot glue's still sticky. I gotta go do some work on this. We're gonna sand it. Can it hang on the wall with that horn placement? That's definitely something good to keep in mind, and we're not certain. Anatomically. Hey Liz, how's it going? Katrina says, I hope y'all can get it so I can live vicariously through you. Well, anything that you, just saying, no pressure. Anything that y'all want to buy off of our website, or any kits, or just being here watching our videos, every little bit of anything that we're making off of that would be going towards us getting, oh mercy, us getting that cab king. Never have I ever in my life had such difficulty with hot glue, but I think it's because my hands are so cold that it's nice and warm. Oh, it's live? It's alive, he says. Okay, I'm just going to get in here and I'm going to cut that. I don't mean to be wasteful, but here I go. What's up, my love? Okay, so I'm going to mark on these. Let me show you what I'm thinking for the horn, or the way that we're going to mount this up, because this one isn't for being worn. It's going to have the whole neck and like the décolletage area is going to be sculpted. So I'm really excited about this piece because I'm scared because I've never done that before and that's terrifying. And I think it was David Bowie that I had heard say, like in a video or something, the best place to be creatively is out of your depth. Mr. Putham's in the house. Oh, Mr. Putham's. Oh, Mr. Putham's. I don't have any pliers over here, which is odd. Ow. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out because I gotta get that out of there. Hey, baby. Found them. Thank you. They're right in front of me. Oof. There we go. Whew. That was in there. Ah, Liz, I am so excited and scared and nervous and not quite. Hey, honey, can you help me? This is inserted at this angle. Can you pull that wire out of the horn? My priority is for the horn to not get broken. Good luck, he says. And it might just be in there.
I might have better luck.
Just drilling a new hole? I'll do that. Thank you for trying.
Really in there.
Hot glue works. It says a little fear is always okay when you start something new. I think it's the way to know I'm on the right path. Let's see. Do I have a Sharpay? I don't. So I'm just going to use this. That's not working. Does graphite work? Graphite works. So what I'm going to be doing is actually sanding this section. I'm actually going to use the saw to saw this off. But man, that's going to be right. That metal's right where I needed. Because it's going right through the path. I don't know how we'll hit that with the sander. I think I'll just take the pliers out with me and wear it down a little, and when I get to it, I'll try pulling it out. Hey Randy, can I ask you to help me with something? Can you make it to where, I think it's on that computer, it has the be right back screen that has the reel of dragon heads? I've got some pro level stuff coming y'all's way. I'll be right back, you guys.
Alrighty, audio test to see if it's worthwhile to take y'all out there with me next time. Though whenever I think about it, you'd just be hearing the freaking thing go anyways, the belt sander. Loud.
Hooey. Okay. Whew. We had gotten these ones. I didn't know that the goggles were attached. I prefer it where the goggles are not attached because it pinches a different part of my nose. So that's okay. They were $20, and their filters will be compatible with whatever other kind. If we had better lighting, that's right, I'm doing it down here. If we had better lighting, it's dark outside. We may on another day though. Okay. Oh, it's so nice and warm in here. Hey, Kathy says lurking and knitting. All right, let's see. So what we had done, and I sanded right through. I couldn't get it out. At no stage was I able to get it out. That's all right. We just sanded on through. It's a little too sticky outy. Oh, that looks pretty neat. Hey, Randy. What do you think of that? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's a good thinking. Now I have this here. I should put my jacket where it goes, but I'm going to put it on the saddle chair instead. What do you think of a smaller ram horn? What if we did something like this?
Yeah.
But like the progressing spikes tapering down, so the curve of it wouldn't be the same? What do you think?
With the spikes.
It's not showing well in the camera. So this wouldn't be curved inward. It'd be more...
Just out?
Yeah, just out. Out and back, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really good way to bridge into
This
the
gonna
neck.
be there?
No.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Okay. Me too. Awesome. Oh, I love being able to have options and try them on. Hazy doggy. Until we find what's right. And the modifications that I made to those horns will be perfectly usable for any other head I want to make, probably.
Yeah. I wasn't at all like,
Wow, 63. Liz says, I remember 63. Knitting washcloths, knit on the diagonal. I keep making mistakes with the yarn over. This makes the lacy edge. I've been working on it for 2 days. Ooh, that's going to be such a nice, it's going to be such a nice thing. Oh, I'm so glad he's on the mend, Kathy. Wait, yesterday was your birthday? Happy birthday, Kathy. Happy birthday. 63 years young. Fun. I just realized you're working on the dragons now and not right before con. You go, girl. Well, thank you. But I have to tell you, this has to be done before Christmas. Well, it didn't like have to be, but it's like, because the client did say that if it weren't done in time for Christmas, it could be like utilized as a birthday present later. But I really want to get it done before Christmas just to see if I can. So that would be awesome. There we go. And you see how, I mean, this is relatively easy, but the hot glue doesn't hold on very well on this foam. Unless you're trying to pull it out, that's true. But on the skinned areas, I guess that's where I should be specific. You know, I bet I could sand the bottom. But I don't know. I think it sticks so well when it's drilled in because it fills in all those now open cells of foam. Um, and I think that's why it was so locked in there, plus the twist in the wire. Okay. So now we get to kind of draft out. We may be able to make some like foam spikes. It may be monster clay time. Could you help me heat up some monster clay, honey?
Buy monster clay.
To shape the spikes down one side, and then I can cast them in resin.
How about you look at the resin spikes you already have?
They're not going to work for this. And also, we could use the mold with freeform air just to make the spike to put it in.
Okay. Go get me the stuff.
Yeah. Monster clay. Monster clay.
Does it have a knife in it?
The knife is in my hand.
Okay.
No microwaving butter knives in with the monster clay. So what I'm thinking, and this is actually going to be a fantastic use of my tablet. So we're going to unplug that. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to be able to see chat for just a minute, but do feel free to ask any questions and stuff that you have or suggest any ideas, because I will be coming back into chat and answering that. I'm going to pull this drawer out and use it to prop up. Ah, heck. The dragon head. Boo. Hey, Wendy. I'll use this roll of paper towels.
Okay.
I'm trying to stand up this, you gotta put down the ducky if you want to play the saxophone. Okay, we got our pictures. So now, with the power of digital technology. Yes, love? Okay. Would it be all right if I went a little over today? Okay, I just figure since time crunch, and quite frankly, I'm having an absolute blast, but okay, so let's see.
I do have a question.
Yes?
What is
Dinner is the leftovers from last night. The pork with onions and the potatoes and the green beans and grapes and goat cheese. So I figured since we've eaten nothing but leftovers today, adding in the grapes and goat cheese would be a nice something.
Of course, I could always just make muffins.
We should still have that for dinner. You didn't have lunch today.
Ooh.
Yeah? Alrighty, I am inserting the photos that I just took. Alright, so now y'all will hopefully be able to see. We're going to draw the design. Ta-da! That's the design. So I'm just going to turn the opacity down. And I'm going to add a layer on top.
And how soft do you want this?
Like soft polymer clay. Go ahead and get it hotter because I can pull segments out and cool it on here pretty quickly.
Well,
I'll need it much softer
yeah,
than
but
that.
like put a little bit of pressure.
I'll still need it softer, like maybe 2 more minutes. Thank you, baby. What are we gonna make? Yeah. The monster clay gets like a molten core where it'll be cooler on the outside than what it is in the middle of the clay. And you really have to be careful so that you don't get like super volcanoes in your monster clay. What are the different angles? Is it like front 3/4 and or front quarter and side? Like for as far as like postures go? Does that make sense? Because like I've got this one that's the front facing.
I did not hear anything.
I've got this one that's like a 3/4, if that's the term. And then I've got this one that's like dead on from the side.
Oh, okay.
So is that the right term? Oh. Profile's from the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like a 3/4?
Yeah.
What is it, like 3/4 or is it a quarter turn?
I don't know.
I bet there's a specific word for it.
Sure there is.
Yeah. You're so sweet, honey. You're always so patient with me. I'm going to call it 3/4 because at least I know what I'm saying. Okay. And so I'm going to start from the front one, reducing the opacity by just a bit. And I'm going to draw it on in black. It's going to be very like harsh, but we're not here to be good artists. We're here to get stuff done and have fun.
We need to be good artists.
Randy's going, no, we need to be good artists. Panic intensifies. What am I even doing? Okay, I'm setting up my canvas to have a drawing guide, edit drawing guide. We're going to do symmetry. Perfect. And we're going to take this and you can like turn it to be like, that way if the thing in your picture isn't perfectly symmetrical, you can turn the line as needed. And now I'm on this layer. I'm going to mark it as drawing assist. I'm going to test. I want that to be much bigger. That's too big. Okay. And I'm going to do like, I'm trying to ink it right out the gate. Slow down, girl. We can do this. Oh. What up, baby? There you are. Be very careful. I see. Be careful. No. Oh, set it down, please. Thank you, honey.
Me pulling it out of the microwave going, oh no.
Oh, no. Ooh, I put a knife in it. Ah, and then you... Ooh, this is so fun. Let's do some science, you guys. I'm over here being like, Randy, put it down. I don't want you to get hurt. And I'm like, let's push on it and see if we can get it be a volcano. A slightly out of frame volcano. But yeah, molten in the middle. But I like it like that because now it can sit there, homogenize in temperature a little bit, and then I can just scoop some out, and I like making it nice and cool here on my granite slab. So we can modify the line. The app that I'm using is Procreate. Randy, are you able to take a peek at if anybody's having any questions?
T-Girl says, like a Hot Pocket or a McDonald's apple pie?
Just like a Hot Pocket or a McDonald's apple pie.
Lucky Girl says, fun, I just realized you were working on dragons now. Not right before Dragon Con. You go, girl.
You go, girl. We did it. Look at us go. This is giving like a donkey's girlfriend. I'm a donkey on the air.
I think her name was just Dragon.
Oh, just Dragon?
The Monster Play.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But this line right here is just, that was just for guide.
We don't talk about that line.
Randy says, that line? We don't talk about that line. And the size is not correct right now, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We get it down on paper, digitally or otherwise, and then we get to work. But we just have to get it down first. Because now we can take this.
It's like definitely a wall-looking mask.
Yeah, wall looking. That's cool. I'm going to click it onto freeform. We can bring it in a little. So what I'm going to do is I've got it on freehand. We're going to select a selection. I'm just going to come around and select just the horns so it stops distorting the whole thing.
Is this the process you do for all the dragon heads?
This is the process I wish I had done for the other dragon heads. This is my first time doing this thing in this order, in this way, and it feels really good. Like I'm having a good time. So we can even click warp and distort. That's pretty cool. Then bring it back up to distort. And so we can try out different things. Oh, she almost looks like a beetle queen. Like with these sharp legs that come out. That was the best I've ever made that noise in my entire life. And it was kind of creepy and gross. I love it. Do it. You're proud of me? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And now,
How about putting a back plate?
yes, the way that we're going to do the back plate. Check out in this camera right over here. Because now we have the head that we can hold up. This thing right here is going to be the wall mount back plate. We'll pretend. But it's going to be like a nice shape that is perfect. It's going to be the best thing ever for the dragon that it could possibly be. I just have no idea what that's going to look like at this time. But I believe in you, Future Vaughn. We're all counting on you. And then we have this motorcycle. Let me pretend like I can speak proper English for a moment. We have this motor. Is that even in frame? It's a motorcycle head display that to control the depth out from the wall, like if we need this to be deeper because the horns are taking up too much space, we're going to cut a piece of 4x4 to bring it out a little farther, and that way it can have basically a longer neck. So this will be mounted here, and the head will be like this. So yeah, we're probably going to have it out by like, oh, the microphone's still on me. We can probably only have to have it out by like 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches. And we may be able to shape that down. And then this is going to be the armature. My goodness, Randy, look at that. Because we can also use the sander or use your chop saw at an angle to cut so that it's flat to connect to the board and then angled. I would like that very much, actually. Oh, look at that. Hell yeah. Gotta do a happy dance. Gotta do a happy dance. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Is this what it's like to create stuff when you're not dying from stress? I would do this again. This is fun. This is fun. It makes all the work feel worth it. I'm not going to eat the monster clay. A foam board for making it lighter. I think we're going to want the solidity of the piece of wood. I don't want something so lightweight that the attachment points rip out, because there's going to be a lot of weight out and extended from the front. Like the weight of the snout, how heavy is that going to be up against, something delicate or flimsy? I wonder if that pink insulation foam is, and then if we just backed that in like the birch plywood to provide the rigidity for the like bolt heads to be washered up against.
Are you thinking for the neck instead of doing the aluminum? Because you could do that. You could pink insulation foam, cover it after you shave it down to the shape you want.
No, that's a good idea. But what I was thinking of was the shield that it's mounted on.
No, it needs to be wood.
You want that to be wood? Okay. Randy wants it to be wood, and I think that's a great idea. I think it'll be nice. Because like the screws certainly can like go in. I don't know. I would not want one that looked like it was hunted down and stuffed like a deer, but that's me. Well, my goal is to have the
request that we've had.
That was the request that we had, but I want it to look like the head is coming through a portal. So it's going to be like a mirror frame. Well, if we could get a mirror, probably not for this one, but for in the future, because this one they wanted a little bit more of like, they don't want anything floral. It's going to be like a sleek design, and we have to get it done before Christmas. But my dream is that we'd have like our mirror over here that has like this ornate swirly. Well, that one's I think might actually be made out of wood, but I've had one before that was like just plastic.
This one?
No,
that's plastic.
Oh, that one's plastic? Perfect. So that kind of cuts back on the weight. But we'd have the wood shield behind that, and I'd break the glass, remove from the middle so that the dragon could be in there, but then reset it all like in resin to make it look like, because I saw somebody do like water droplets on a mirror to make it look like it was cool.
Yeah.
But I'd use that to like press my fingers into it and make it like the dragon's coming through a portal. Because that's freaking cool. Like, that's what I want. That'd be freaky deaky stuff.
My grandpa used to tell us the rest of the deer without
Walk says my grandpa used to tell us that the rest of the deer was outside.
Yeah, I need your wrist.
My wrist? Sports. That is long enough. That is
Okay.
stiff, but it's good.
The rings.
Yeah, it's
colored rings specifically.
oh really? They're very pretty though. You're doing a great job. Like this isn't even scratched up or in. I'd have scratched the hell out of this. You did great. Brandy's just like, I know. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go back into Procreate for just a sec. We are on this level, this layer rather. And I'm going to use the eraser. I'm going to make it go great big because I want to just... Nope, it's not supposed to be... I'm going to remove the drawing assist. There we go. Thank goodness for Control Z.
Not you.
And then I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to select it. I'm going to flip horizontal and I'm going to move it over here. And then I'm going to line it up. And then I'm going to merge them. So that may be what it looks like from the one side. And so from this side, because then again, that's not how it's going to be. I'm just whittling my way closer to the gist of it. That it's like, it doesn't have to be exactly, but I can tweak something and then turn from another angle and tweak something. And we can find our way through this. Okay, so now we're on the 3/4 turn. I'm going to do just one side. And I want to draw out the profile of like how would these spikes be sitting. So that's what that line is. I'm going to turn that line down just a little so I can see where my tip is. Yeah. And then what's going on here is there's a frill join between those two. And then there's one of those filigree swirls up on this side. Like how's on the, what you call it? Deep sea dragon? Turn that down so you can see it a little better. Ah, T-Girl says that'll be super cool. Yeah, 3D. Now we can look at it from this angle and we can see I may do a spike there. Oh, really? Right on. Well, that's cool. That sounds cool. How would your face be if you were a dragon? Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think she's going to have... So I don't know if I want her to be Triceratops. Let me look at the front of her face.
Well, also not Triceratops because I don't think.
Okay.
Nor did the other one.
Right. This is where this one's going to be drawing assisted. Am I still in frame?
No.
Okay.
Like we can see the layers.
No, I mean, this has no value if it's just me muttering to myself like a crazy person. So I think for the nose, she may have one of the little sensory gems. What do you think, babe?
Those go on the outside of the nostril?
They are like that top nasal ridge here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the little plating, and it'll probably have a blend layer. And that way it just gives a little bit of detailing to the top edge of the nose. So she's going to have these markings. And again, I don't have to have it figured out. And as soon as I say that, usually something comes through, so it's like, I'll take it.
Actually, you're
Yeah. I love a lot of the mythologies that are around dragons and such. I'm not as familiar with them as I would like to be. And this might be just painted on it, or like sculpted in very lightly.
Yeah.
And then this is the glow.
Yeah.
So this part here.
Probably be a different color.
Yep, I'm going to do Alpha Lock. And I'm going to do Luminance. And I'm going to use the light pen. And we're going to put it on. Do you think it should have a blue or a purple glow or an aurora of both?
For now, we'll just keep it simple with one color.
Let's do the blue because it's more intense. Okay. So this is the thought process, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Right on. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. So what I've done is I alpha locked the layer so that whenever I draw, it's only drawing on where there was already ink. That's freaking cool! Okay, so now that we've established that for her face from the front, I'd like to do a very tiny labradorite. Blue flashes as much as possible. If I had one with a purple flash, I'd put that in.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any though. I said I don't think I have any though. But that's okay.
Have you decided the overall color?
No, I haven't decided the overall color yet. She's going to have a base coat of black. She's going to have a base coat of black. No, she's going to have a base coat of blue. That way it reduces the pinks in the purple, is my hope. I'll do the black airbrushing in the shadows only, because I need to leave myself space to add shadows. If I did the base coat in black, everything's going to be so dark. And I want this to be able to have that intense vibrancy. So I'll probably do a base coat of my mid blue, like that cobalt, as close as I can to cobalt. And then also airbrush on the low points with black and the high points with white. That way, whenever I paint over it, those high points will pop because of the bright base.
I like it because you put your head or your heart and soul.
That's the fun part, like, is getting to just give yourself to something. Okay, how did her face look? I'm looking to see how her face looked. There's the sensory. Okay. So there's that thing, and then it's going to come down. That's the top edge of the nose. That's where those kind of. Your headphones are dying?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, look at her little chin. That's too short. Where should the fin be the fin follows the jawline.
Okay. How big a mouth do you want?
I don't know. I want her to be smiling like she knows. Hmm.
And also, are you going to have teeth protruding past the lip?
Possibly. I think I drew the chin on too high up. I need to give myself space to whittle back. So this is letting me know, I can test out these different angles, these different layers, and we get to see.
A little smirk.
Yeah, kind of like a little smirk.
Now have the chase speed racer robot vacuum is on doing her job.
So she's going to have like these cut you cheekbones kind of in front of. Kind of in front of the fin. There we go. Hmm? Oh, keep the house clean?
Yeah.
I see. That is true. It always helps me this time of year to try. I haven't been, but also for the first time in ages had to take an antihistamine today. And like it's whenever the air is so dry and the house gets dusty so fast, it really helps to stay on top of. We're all spending so much time inside.
Walking the rings. Look up pictures of gecko lizards for a nice smile.
Ooh, gecko lizards. Okay. That's wild, baby. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean?
Like why your sounds being like that.
The headphones have been on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I
I
suppose.
can no longer check your sound.
Oh, okay. I'm not moving around too much right this minute, so it should be all right. But thank you, honey. It occurs to me I didn't have to have these gazelle horns be at full length. I could have shaved them down.
Are they etched with etched?
Nothing we couldn't work around, but I also don't. I want to leave the material there for once we get the neck made. Having big horns made to help tie it in with the neck really well. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. For the side profile. What do you think?
Yeah.
And that's all glow on the face there like that. All right, monster clay time. So let's see what comments we've got. Okay. Crap, it doesn't show me. The last one I have is my grandpa used to tell us that the rest of the deer was outside. If y'all have any questions that I missed, do feel free to resend it. I'm sorry. Oh, you've kept me. Okay. Randy says he kept me up to date. So, hey, Randy, could you check and see if the heater's still on? We will not be painting her today. Alrighty, thank you for checking. I think so. All right. Let me eat the rest of my lunch at 6:10 p.m. I'd like to make as many of the horns be resin as I can. I've fed my imagination a whole bunch of stuff. I want to see what it spits out. It'll be a combination of airbrush and hand painting and dry brushing and probably some enameling. Hey, Randy, do you have a blacklight flashlight? Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Now the thing is the client is like purple but not pink. Oh, hey Tracy, how's it going, T girl? So I've got, these are our dud horns where something went wrong along the way. It makes them perfect for using for dragons. So I think this is a good example of a purple that's not pink. This is a very pink purple to me. We've got this one that's a really nice purple. Oops. hanging in there. That's a good place to be.
Favorite color.
Eee. Cracking that open because we do also have some blue. We'll try some things on, try some things out. I give myself the freedom that just because I pulled something out doesn't mean I have to use it. Yes, an amethysty purple. I'm so excited to be working on a dragon head. Is it okay that I'm running over in the stream? Okay. I know workaholic Vaughn is like, I'm in my element right now.
Thinking about doing pizzas instead of leftovers.
Instead of the leftovers? Why would pizza be any easier than the leftovers? Like, if you want to do the pizzas, that's okay. But it's the leftovers are 3 minutes away from being done.
I call it visual. That's what she said.
Oh, sweet. I've got some of those already cast. Hell yeah, past Vaughn pulling through. That's nice. Hashtag hoarding.
Genuinely seems more like play than work. Love seeing
When it's like this, it does feel more like play than like work. By about 1,000,000%. Oh no, that looks pretty cool. That's kind of pink though. We might go with this route since we're going to be doing that blue glow. I lost Randy's flashlight. One thing you can count on with me, if it's translucent, it's going to be glowing. Like, if I can help it. Because, like, with these ones, there was no reason for me to not put glow powder in it. Like, I should have just put glow. Yeah, that's a good possibility that we didn't have it. But that feeling is why I just put glow in it. Like, even this one glows green. A little silver moon that you wouldn't think. Lumos. It's got some in there. You can see it pulled towards the front. I don't know if the camera's picking up on it. Mm-hmm. Do you see that glowing, though? That is so cool. Yeah, Art and Glow powder is really, really good. These ones have a little bit of glow in them. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I used the Inference Gold because I wanted it to, like, subvert the expectations. Yeah. I know. Y'all, I have to stop because I'm going to crash from hunger. Randy's going to crash from hunger first. He's like, he didn't have lunch today. I've not fed him since breakfast. But, gosh, I didn't even... I'll see you guys again on Thursday, where I'm going to descend into the pit of just crafting glee. Hopefully, we'll come back up for air on Thursday. But I will see you guys. Thank you so, so much for coming and hanging out. Like, this has been a genuine blast. I hope we have a great rest of our evening too. Bye, Tracy. Bye, everybody. Y'all are just fantastic. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great couple of days until we see. I'll see you again in our Thursday craft along tutorial where we'll be covering 5 different ways of making chainmail with one ring size. It's the 18 gauge 3/16 inch, and it's the same rings that we're sending out in our December craft along kits. So I will see you guys later. And oh, let's go raid Knotbush. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so bye to everybody on YouTube.